Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I have a correlated Counter-Strike bet for you for Saturday, May 25th. First of all, I wanted to go over the slip that ended up winning on the VIP. Went over the slip a little bit on the last video. Very sad that Naz Reid ended up having 4 3-pointers because we were somewhat close, I would say, to a 10x win. 50 to win $500, but we did end up 2xing our money on this one. Naz Reid, I was kind of expecting him to kind of get back to his old self, getting back to the mean of Naz Reid, and he had 4 3-pointers. This was just a tremendous game, awesome one to watch. The Mavericks came back. I do live in Dallas, so this is just awesome for the city itself. Kind of have the stars. We got the Mavericks and waiting on the Cowboys. What are the Cowboys doing? Losing to the freaking Packers. So I don't know how many of you are kind of fans of all kind of sports or whatever. But it's definitely a fun time right now in the city of Dallas. And hopefully I'm going to try to actually attend that game on Sunday. So it's going to be game 3. Mavs are up 2-0, so that's an awesome series. My friend might come in town for that game. Did have a $100 win on this slip. The slip that I gave out yesterday, that one is already 0. Well, we have 4 guys waiting for the Celtics game and the Pacers on Saturday night. But Alexander, he ended up having 2 turnovers, so that slip most likely is going to be a wash. I didn't really want to add that slip to this little PowerPoint because at the end of the day, it's probably already toast. But we don't really know for sure. We're kind of waiting for 4 other guys, but most likely probably going to end up not hitting on that slip because we already have 1 guy, 1 out of 1 or 0 out of 1 so far. But yeah. One thing I did want to say is Flex Friday. They do a $20 protected play on Friday, but today they finally changed my play to only $5. So I only have a $5 Flex Friday promotion now, which is just hilarious. So I take that with a PrizePicks telling me that I'm getting a little too hot for them. I'm getting a little too sharp for their books, but you tell me. I don't know. But let me know how many of you out there have a $5 play. So I'm kind of waiting for it. I'm almost waiting to get banned, even though that won't be a great thing for me. But at the same time, I take my pride and ego a little too seriously, and I feel like me getting like banned or limited by PrizePicks would be really funny. But we're not there yet. We're not there, but we're definitely doing hot recently. So here's our Real Friends community. What this is me and Miles, who started this Real Friends and Football channel 2 years ago. And over the past 3 months, we started this RFF Picks channel. We want to talk about gambling here. It's a very serious, very good hobby of mine. I've been gambling for about 13 years of my life. Over the past 3, COVID hit, working from home a lot, and so I kind of watched a lot of videos how to win in sports gambling. I started learning about EV betting, correlated betting. I do villain betting. It's kind of one of the things that I started myself. It's kind of just like fading the public, what the public wanted, right? Caitlin Clark, I always talk about her. She's a prime example. Everyone got real excited about her, right? For the, I guess a year or so, everyone got real excited about Caitlin Clark and all this stuff, and it's great for the women's basketball. Like I love it for the sport in itself, but I like to be the guy that bets against Caitlin Clark. Like I want to be against the grain, right? What everyone gets excited about, I want to do the opposite. That's kind of like maybe the Timberwolves. They're a prime example of maybe that too. Everyone's calling Anthony Edwards Michael Jordan. He's the next Michael Jordan. He's the next star of basketball. He's got the personality and everything. And now they're 2-0 down to the Mavs, right? So that's another example too. Everyone gets excited about these players, and you kind of want to be on the opposite side. You want to be betting against that. You want to be betting against the excitement. That's how villain gambling is. So we have all these, channels that you can go check out. We just posted a podcast today on the NFL tier lists of what we think post NFL draft of how these teams kind of rank. And so that we're mostly kind of just doing for fun, and we're putting a lot of clips on there on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. But Real Friends and Football is where our core videos come from YouTube. And as you can see below, I'm up 500 units in the past 3 years, up 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. So all I want to take from this is, it took me a long time to get here. I've been gambling for 12, 13 years of my life. Over the past 3, I've hit. It clicked in my head. I started learning from other creators, and I started becoming a profitable gambler, right? And it's not a get rich quick kind of thing. Like, if you can see below, I put a lot of effort into this. Like, 3 years, I logged every single one of my bets, and 7,000 of them, right? So my friends would make fun of me. They wouldn't even like look at my bets because I was just placing all these bets and comparing to all these different sports books and all this kind of stuff. So that's kind of what triggered to start this YouTube channel. I feel like, I've started learning how to win in gambling, so I want to come on here and try to teach people how to win, or give them the reins themselves, right? So here's our Winnable. What this is it's an easy way to get plays from us. I think it's the only platform that can kind of send you plays via text, right? So if you subscribe to PrizePicks on there for a free plan, you will get all of our free plays that we give out. That's pretty much going to be one pick a day. Anything that you get from YouTube is going to be on there. We do try to add a little bit more plays on there as well. And then the MVP plan is going to be every single bet that me or Miles end up taking. If we take a bet, we're going to put it on the MVP plan, right? So there can be a ton of correlated bets, especially when football season rolls around. We're going to have like almost on every game, most likely. Maybe not every game, but a lot of games out there, especially in college football, where there's just PrizePicks has no idea what to do with all these lines. We're going to be throwing a lot of bets out there on the MVP plan. So if you want to sign up for that, just type in code RFF. You get a free month on there. So here is finally going to be the play. So we have a correlated bet, right? We have Ruby going against B8. We have Moon going against Head Trick. And then the Aleve going against Jambo. And we're going to hit, I know you're going to hate this, right? But we got to do what the math tells us a lot of the times. And we're hitting the less on these. So we're hoping for a very boring game that gets completed very quickly. And we're hoping that one team kind of stomps the other. The way that Counter-Strike works is they go best of 13 rounds. So that means that if a team kind of stomps the other team, these guys aren't going to be able to hit their kill total, right? A lot of these guys, I think they're around like 0.6, 0.7 kills per game a lot of the time. So if you think about it, if they're only playing in 13 rounds, they're going to be playing in more. But if they're playing in a smaller amount, they don't have the opportunity to get a lot of these kills, right? And especially if they're the losing team, they won't get the kills either. But even if they are the winning team, they don't get a lot of kills. So, let's say that Ruby ends up or maybe the opposite. B8 ends up beating Ruby and they win within like 18 rounds, right? It's like 13-5, and all these guys, they average like a 0.7 KDA or per game per map, and so they might get 13 kills on one map, and that means that map 2 they do around the same, and they're only going to hit 26 kills, and they're only going to hit 26 kills, so then they both hit their less, right? So you have to think about it. If there's not a lot of games for these guys to be playing, that means that as a whole, then these guys aren't going to be able to get their kill totals, right? So that's kind of how the correlation works. So we're gonna go here, Moon and Head Trick on the under, and then the Aleve and Jambo going under as well on both of these. And then adding that little extra slip right here, I have Kyrie Irving on Sunday night getting more than 3.5 rebounds. I looked throughout his year through 2023 to 2024 season. I think he's averaging more like 5 rebounds throughout the season. During the Thunder series, he wasn't getting a lot of rebounds. He's getting like 1-2 rebounds. But over the past couple of games against the Timberwolves, he got 4 rebounds and 5 rebounds. So I expect him to get around 4 rebounds in this series, maybe 4 to 5. And so that's why we kind of like the over at 3.5. So that's kind of why I'm taking that. But like I said, we're going to go pair right here, and then we're adding Kyrie as that little additional thing to make it a sweet little 5-man flex. We need to go at least 3 to hit all the to get some money back. We want to go at least 4 or at least 3, but we want 4 or 5 to get some money. So that's going to be the play. Best of luck to you out there. Hopefully I'll be attending that game on Sunday. Should get a play out to you tomorrow and Sunday and Monday and as well. I should be here till I vacation over to Europe in a month, but otherwise should be here giving out plays on YouTube and posting on the Winnable. Best of luck. See y'all tomorrow.